heaven and hell!
Blackchapel opened its sliding doors on Halloween 2014. Created by a New Zealander known as the Anarchista Barista, who also has a roasting side called Black Craft Coffee. There's so much going on in such a small space, and is mostly linked with Anarchista's humorous obsession with all things Satan. But who is this devil-worshipping coffee lover anyway? I found out more while he operates his personal miniature roasting machine.
Very ingenious system here. They have like a separate fan vent and a feed vent. I'm not sure if this is the smallest coffee shop in London, but I think I'm definitely a contender. We're definitely all about controlling every aspect of the production in this place. Although we do buy in other people's coffee as well, because we really enjoy extract coffee, Deer Green, Round Hill Roastery. I've got about 6 that I use on rotation. I think there's definitely a trend in London especially where anybody who's scaled up becomes rubbish. How often have you got a coffee shop where you're like, oh yeah, that's really good, but so long as that guy's working. When you can go into a coffee shop and you can see a person's personality like dripping from the walls, that's what I like. I came over here about 10 years ago. Well, it's funny because I never actually intended to end up here. I was one of those people, I came over, I was like, don't want to be one of those Kiwis that get stuck in London. And here I am, one of those Kiwis stuck in London. About 4 or 5 years ago, I got a sort of stall space in Brixton. From that, I decided, I want to be inside rather than being outside on a coffee cart. And so I got this which is arguably, bigger than the coffee cart.
He then kindly bagged up some of his work for me to take home. And there is a more detailed video all about his marvellous machine on the Right Roast website.
Right, okay, I'm pre-wetting the papers. So we're going to wear our water first. How's that for mad skills? Almost a litre. This is made from walnut. It's a lot more consistent. I think there's a month's waiting list at the moment. I think the Techniform can replicate hand-brewed coffee better than I can. The Techniform has a copper pipe up through the inside of it. It stabilises the temperature of the water, which is pretty much perfect for brewing coffee. It just does everything right.
Okay, I'm trying today from Extract Coffee, a Maria de Lourdes. It's a microlot and it's Nicaraguan. Interesting array of flavors is hitting me straight away. Something floral, they say rosemary, maybe. Something quite deep and sour. To me, that's licorice, maybe. Peculiar. How would I liken this? This would be like a ballroom dancer partnered with a break dancer, but they somehow make it work. It's a red honey process, which makes the coffee sweeter. There's a lot of sourness going on in there. So the sweetness sits right at the other end of the scale to me. And what you get is, it's almost the opposite of balance. You get an imbalance, but that's what's interesting. A lot of coffees as they get colder often simplify themselves. This one seems to get even more complicated as it gets colder. I like it, in a weird kind of way. Little extra point about enjoying your craft coffee is I'm telling you about the flavors that it has cold because I will enjoy it cold. Speciality coffee is very much about enjoying the coffee through all the temperatures, because as it gets colder, the flavors change. Sometimes they really improve, sometimes they just sort of thin out. But it's there for you to discover and compare with other coffees. Don't walk away from your cup when the coffee gets cold.
So, what are the scores? Well, quite simply, top marks all round, because this is precisely why I love the craft coffee culture. You get to learn a whole load more about coffee, meet interesting quirky people like the Anarchista Barista, and hang out in a Satan-clad alleyway cafe in southwest London. Remember, you'll find more details on the rightroast.com website and an uncut video of how he roasts his coffee on that amazing little machine. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.